Good afternoon, Vikes. My name is Ali, and you're watching SVTV.
We are making stories by teens, for teens. Creating a platform, finding character, and giving others a voice. This is SVTV.
With going remote, we haven't had the opportunity to meet new people. Let's go watch another Get to Know a Student.
Welcome back to another episode of Getting to Know Our Students. Today, I interviewed Tegan Kilman. Let's go check it out. What are some of your hobbies and interests?
Hang out with friends, video games, and occasionally reading.
What is your favorite part about school?
Mostly the teachers and the classmates I have.
So now that we're currently full online, do you prefer school in person, hybrid, or full remote?
I like hybrid the most, mainly because I think it's a good mix, but I can definitely see some classes leaning towards more full on or full online.
Are you looking for a Christmas idea homemade from one of your family members? Let's go see if anyone has some ideas.
Hey Vikes, with the holiday seasons approaching, we have a DIY Christmas gift idea for any friend, family, or significant other. Christmas candle melts are an easy and fun idea in place of a regular candle as a gift this year. To make this gift, you will need a few things. Any candles that you want, a mold for the candle wax, a fragrance warmer, a tin container, Christmas confetti, and tea candles. The first step is melting the wax. There are two different ways you can melt it, either on the stove by placing the candle in a lightly boiling pot of water, or you can melt it in the microwave. After the wax is completely melted, take out the wick and start pouring the wax into the molds. Fill it all the way to the top, but don't let it overflow. This part might get a little messy. After the wax is poured, put the molds in the refrigerator overnight. Now that the wax has set, pop them out of the molds. It's time to decorate the gift. You can decorate any way you want. I'm using a Christmas tin and Christmas confetti. That's all for today, Vikes. Now back to your anchors.
The final schedule this year is Monday, January 11th for odd classes and January 12th for even classes. The library services have not changed. They are simply changing how you get what you need from the library. Please email Mrs. Esser through email or through Schoology message. I have already watched almost every holiday movie. I wonder if there are any I haven't seen. Let's go see if Jessica has any new ones.
Hey Vikes, with the holiday seasons among us, we have just the movies that will get you in the holiday spirit and others that do the exact opposite. Let's go check them out. In third place with 18.2% of votes is Home Alone. In second place with 22.7% of votes is Polar Express. And in first place with 27.3% of your guys' votes, your favorite Christmas movie is The Grinch. For your guys' least favorite Christmas movie, there was a tie for first place with 23.1% of votes. Your least favorite Christmas movie are Christmas Carol and Hallmark movies. That's all for today, Vikes. Now back to your anchors.
Thank you for the recommendations. With all the crazy stuff that has happened this year, one thing hasn't changed, and that's getting the chance to write a New Year's resolution. Let's take a look.
The year 2020 is almost over, so we asked some students what their New Year's resolutions would be and how they hope 2021 will be different.
To be more organized and clean my room more often.
I think I'm gonna start working out. Hopefully I stick to it, but you never know. Well, I hope we don't die in 2021. For one, I just hope there's I hope there's a better outcome with everything. I hope COVID goes away. I hope our world gets better.
My New Year's resolution is to try something each month. I want to hang out more with my friends and just do more stuff around, like, stuff from outside of my house. Like, I don't want to be stuck inside all day.
Let's hope 2021 will be a better year for all of us.
Do you have your New Year's resolutions? Our gym may be quieter this year, but it won't be empty. The cheer team is selling cardboard cutouts of our fans to be in the gym for our home games. Orders are due December 17th and can be purchased through RedTrack. We can't wait to see you at the game. Please note the calendar update following the December 14th USD 345 Board of Education meeting. Winter break will be extended on December 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. There are a lot more students that are doing remote learning, such as college students. We recently caught up with one student who is experiencing college online.
With COVID-19 numbers increasing, some colleges have begun going fully online, and some colleges have had a set date to go online later this school year when they began school. I interviewed former Seaman High School student Augie Chapas, who is a current college student, to learn more about his college going fully online.
I go to K-State University Polytechnic campus, and my major is in unmanned aircraft systems, flight and operations. So our campus went online like the week after Thanksgiving, and that was initially part of our reopening plan. So rather than just going online just because of high surges of coronavirus cases recently, at the beginning of the school year, we decided that after Thanksgiving break that we were going to go online just to help reduce the amount of traveling back and forth from home and to help mitigate the spread of COVID-19. So for throughout the year, we've had a combination of hybrid and online. So we would have some people go in person for classes, and they would actually be there for the teaching. Other people would be at home for that same class watching on Zoom. And then there's some classes that were just done remotely, so you would Zoom in for that class. And then there's some classes, like I actually had a few classes that were all in person. But once we went full remote, in terms of like after Thanksgiving, I mean, a lot of my classes, I personally didn't have actual lectures. Some of them did, but a lot of them just went asynchronous for the last few weeks just because it was dead week and then we had finals. It's affected me in the sense that I don't have to go to campus for every single class, so I guess your question is full online. So I guess in terms of full online, it's affecting me that I'm working on my finals in my dead week classes from home, which that's not a big deal. But before we went full online for like after Thanksgiving break, I mean, it affected me that I didn't have to be on campus all the time for some of my classes. I didn't have to be on campus for all my classes. I could in some cases I could just wake up and just Zoom in, so I didn't have to get up as early for my classes, and then I'd have some time to actually get ready and go to my in-person classes. And then, really, other than that, it hasn't had that big of an impact. I know for some people it's harder to be online, and I can understand that, but really, for me personally, it hasn't been that big of an issue. I mean, personally, somewhat. I mean, I like the ability to just kind of manage things on my own, and I like the ability to just be able to remote in for classes and just like listen in the room or my dorm room. But at the same time, I don't like it, because it loses that personal touch that you have with your classmates and your professor. And so, and I know for high schoolers that are watching, and in your case it'd be the teacher, and you don't get that interaction. You don't get to talk to your classmates as much, and so you lose that connection that you have with people. And I think for a vast majority of people, that's a huge loss, because for me, I'm a very independent person when it comes to schoolwork. I don't care for group projects most of the time, but I know for a lot of people, they do actually enjoy working with their classmates in collaboration, and so I can understand how a lot of people don't like it. But for me personally, I haven't had too many issues. I kind of enjoy it, but at the same time, I am going to look forward to going back to being full in person again.
Thank you for joining us, Augie. Make sure to stay safe, everyone, and wear your mask when going out in public. Now, back to your anchors.
Now on to Zoey with the weather.
Good afternoon, Vikings. All the cloudy weather has officially moved out of the area, and we are now going to be having mostly sunny skies. Today is going to be a tad bit warmer than what we have been the past couple of days, with our highs being up in the 50s and our temperatures touching up in the higher 40s by this afternoon. For your SVTV 7-day forecast tomorrow and today, we are going to be in the 50s, then we're going to drop back down back into the 40s, but we also have a chance of reaching up into the 60s later this week. Now back to your anchors.
Thanks, Zoe. That's all we have for today, Vikes. Have a great rest of your day.